Hello, everyone. It's Megachamp again with something a bit more positive, believe it or not. well, I guess it depends on who you ask anymore, I suppose. But yeah. So, the finally at long last, the quote unquote long rumored PlayStation showcase has finally been announced. Thank God. So I just thought I should go ahead and get my own sort of thoughts and video out there about this. And if you can't tell from the title, well, yeah, there. it's just my hopes. Okay, there's a major difference between hopes and expectations, and predictions, obviously. But the PlayStation Showcase has been announced. It will be Wednesday, May 24th, which is next week. 1 week from today, I believe. Hold on, I'm checking. Yes, 1 week from today. I'm so good at this. Anyway, it's 1 week from today, 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Britain time. If you don't know what time that is, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. Convert it from there. That's what Google is for. I'm not going to give you all the times. It would take too long. That's kind of what Google is for. Don't know why you're looking to me to give all the times. Literally, Google exists. That's how I found out it was 4 p.m. my time. So you just got to go to Google and figure it out from there. But it's 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, Wednesday, May 24th. And look at what this says. Over an hour long. Good God. Thank God, really. It probably would have not had anything I cared about if it was only 40 minutes. Although, obviously, the caveat here is focusing on PS5 and PSVR2 games in development from top studios from around the world. Expect a glimpse at several new creations from PlayStation Studios. Here's the key here. As well as spellbinding games from our third-party partners and indie creators. So yeah, it's happening. It's not a rumor anymore. So I'm just gonna give some talk about this briefly and give what my personal, obviously it's just my personal hopes for the PlayStation Showcase. But what I have done, if you can't tell from all these images up here, is I have put all these images in order from things that are most likely to happen to least likely to happen. So in other words, the first image you see is something that probably will be seen or shown, possibly, and then the last image is obviously something that will be extremely unlikely to be seen. So obviously, I'm not going to talk about everything because I don't like a lot of things, obviously, clearly. But, you can probably expect stuff like the Konami stuff that's rumored to be exclusive, which right now is rumored to be possibly some kind of Metal Gear Solid remake, either 1 or 3. The main rumor is Metal Gear Solid 3. Silent Hill 2 remake, and then possibly something for Castlevania. All of these are reportedly rumored to be exclusives. And then, what else? Probably Street Fighter 6 stuff, and there was the Mortal Kombat tease recently as well. Either Mortal Kombat 12, but now the rumor and report is that it's a reboot called Mortal Kombat 1. Why would you even put 1 in a title? That's not the point. I don't play fighting games, but yeah. And then, of course, obviously, Spider-Man 2, which right now is rumored to be releasing in September to compete with Starfield. So that's the other stuff that I'm aware of that you could possibly expect. I've seen some people claim that there might be some Wolverine gameplay, the other Marvel game that Insomniac is making. Good for you people if you like that stuff. But that's the other stuff that I won't be talking about because, personally, that kind of stuff doesn't interest me. I don't play fighting games. I don't like horror games. I like watching the YouTubers play it, but I don't play them myself. And then I'm not a Metal Gear Solid fan, and I don't play the superhero games. Again, just me. If you like that stuff, I'm glad you like that stuff. It should be here. I would hope it would be here, or it's the report slash rumor at least. But yeah, this is just, like I said, this is just my personal hopes. Again, keyword. I'm not going to define what hope means. It's, again, Google it. It's major difference between my hopes and, my expectations and my predictions. But yeah. So obviously, Stellar Blade. I wasn't interested in this game at first, but it reminds me a lot of Nier Automata, even Nier Replicant in many ways, which is my current game. Thank you for saving me, Nier Replicant. Anyway, but it reminds me a lot of Nier, so I'm intrigued by it. I'm keeping my eye on it. It would make no sense for this game not to be at this showcase. Because the last time we saw it, they said 2023, so I'm assuming it should be here. Obviously, it's possible that it won't be, but... So yeah, Stellar Blade, keeping my eye on it. Not much else to say. If there's a demo, I'll try it out, but other than that, it does at least look interesting, so... Why do I have to discuss this? Like, seriously? And take a shot every time Mega discusses Final Fantasy 16. Don't do that, seriously. But, honestly, sorry, hold on. Honestly, I don't even want to see this game anymore, and that's me being brutally honest. Because after I watched that 20 or 30 minute, whatever it was, state of play recently, I'm sold on the game. I don't need to see this game anymore. Literally, I don't. I'm getting the game. Of course, now, if they release that demo early... Oh, God. R.I.P. Nier Replicant. But yeah, I don't need to see this game anymore, but in all likelihood, it's probably gonna be here. I'm not gonna like it, honestly, but, it is what it is, I suppose, and, yeah. I know I don't have an image up for it. I forgot to bring one up. I'm not gonna do it live, because, that's just so smart. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about it and combined with this, even though I'm not sure how likely it is, honestly, but you would think it would be just as likely, but, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is also something that we could see here and something I'm hoping for. Honestly, I'd rather see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, aka Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, more than Final Fantasy 16, because we've... even I have to admit, okay, that we've seen Final Fantasy 16 enough. So it would be nice to see some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and maybe a release date. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know, but you can probably expect Final Fantasy 16 for sure. I don't need to see it anymore, but it is what it is. And then hopefully Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, maybe with a release date. Maybe my spicy, bold prediction will turn out correct and that it'll come out the same year as Final Fantasy 16. I still doubt it, but we'll see. Another game that I'm kind of intrigued by and keeping a close eye on is Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. I literally have not played this franchise since literally the first game on the PlayStation 1, and I didn't even play the first game. It was the demo thing on that demo disc. I'm not even kidding. But I did watch the trailer and a breakdown of the last trailer. I don't know. If it's like a Souls game, I'm in trouble, but hopefully it's not, because they said it wasn't like a Souls game, but I guess it depends on how hard it is. Again, if there's a demo, I'll try it out. I'm keeping an eye on it still for now. I'm not completely sure 100% yet. Mech stuff is always kind of iffy for me. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of mech animes, but, I'm okay with some mech video games, but it depends on the situation, obviously, but I'm still keeping an eye on it for now. So time will tell, but this might be here, this might not be here. Uh, but we'll see at the end of the day. But I am still keeping an eye on it, but it could potentially be at the showcase. I literally don't remember what this next one is. Ah, yes, Persona 3 Remake. I'm so good at this. So yeah, Persona 3 Remake, it was leaked, with a bunch of other stuff. They could show a release date for it as well. If it's not here, maybe Summer Game Fest, or Sega hasn't announced that they're doing their own thing yet, or Atlas for that matter. So I don't know where else it would or could be, but Persona 3 Remake is obviously a possibility. It's good enough. I'll take it. There's something I'm about to talk about. You might be able to read this, so you might already know what it is. But that I would rather see, and would more like to see, and would get, those reactions that PlayStation wants. They didn't actually say that. That was Square Enix, but I'm sure they do want reactions. So that would get some pretty decent reactions. So I would rather see that than this. But it's Persona content, so I'll take it. Obviously, it'll tide me over if or when the next thing potentially happens that I'm going to talk about. So obviously, they're going to have to replace Junpei's English voice actor, who is Vic Mignogna. I'm not going to say anything else, because, boy, is that a thing that I don't even know what to say about anymore at this point. But so, unfortunately, they're going to have to replace him. It sucks, but not much choice, unfortunately. But I don't know who to get. I don't know who to suggest. I feel like even saying Bryce Papenbrook is going to get me a shitstorm, but there you go. There's a name. I don't actually think that. I'm sure they'll find someone who's good, hopefully. But yeah, Persona 3 Remake. I don't know if it's going to come out this year. It might. It could. Time will tell, but yeah, we could see it here. And again, the further I go here, obviously, the less likely it is. So, obviously, Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy 16 and Armored Core 6 are all possibilities. From this onward, it's kind of iffy, honestly, because it's either it'll happen or it won't. But I still feel like Persona 3 Remake is a possibility, because I don't know where else it would be other than Summer Games Fest or somewhere else, I guess. But we'll see at the end of the day. And now we're really going to start getting spicy, because everyone likes it when I get spicy. Except they don't, but... So yeah, this is a fake image, okay? I literally Googled it. Persona 6. Do I think this is going to happen? No, I don't, okay? I really don't. Literally, the title is Mega's Hopes. Not my expectations or my predictions, my hopes. I don't know how I've said that too many times already, but... God, if they reveal Persona 6... I don't know what I'll do, but it's at least a possibility, because there was a rumor around the beginning of this year about Persona 3 Remake and Persona 6 being revealed, but who knows at the end of the day. I don't know, okay? I don't. It would be so unbelievable if it did happen, but I don't think it's going to, but I guess you never know. I mean, it's my video, and it says my hopes, Mega's hopes, so, this one's really unlikely. Kingdom Hearts 4. Disney is one of the people who are involved in Summer Game Fest, and there are already Kingdom Hearts fans throwing the conspiracy around that they'll be there. I mean, they might as well just throw in the conspiracy theory that they'll be in the PlayStation Showcase. I'm literally stirring the pot here. I don't think this is going to happen. We probably aren't going to see it until near the end of the year, because Square Enix is going to throw everything into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy 16. I don't really think it'll be here. It's possible, but I just don't think it will. God, if it is, though. If it is, then Maybe just maybe you could do me a favor and and you know that bold prediction I made about Star Wars. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's if they're gonna like. I mean, the report before a couple weeks ago was that it was quote unquote gonna blow your socks off. Yeah, right. Um, so if you want to do that, if you want to stick to that, then you reveal Star Wars as the first world for Kingdom Hearts 4. But whether that'll happen or not, probably not. Let's be honest here. But again, my hopes. This is a video where I say my hopes. So, yeah. And now we're really getting into definitely not going to happen, you're a crazy person territory. Final Fantasy IX Remake. Definitely not going to happen. It's on the NVIDIA leak. I've discussed this before in my bold prediction video. I will be on the ground, literally, if all this stuff is revealed. I swear I will be. But, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Let's just leave it at that. And finally, last but not least, remember how I said third party? There's a certain third party person named Bandai Namco who is also doing this. Yes, I'm on copium. This is just to prove for my point, for an example. The next Digimon story game involving the Olympus 12, is it gonna happen? No, it's not. I know it's not gonna happen. But they said third party, so you're saying there's a chance it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm an idiot. I swear to God, if every one of these things happen, I'll be in a coma. No. I don't know what I'll do, honestly. You'll be seeing another video, let me say that much. If every single one of these things happen, let's just say you'll be seeing another video, and I'll leave it at that. But, I don't think the next Digimon story game is gonna be here. It would be nice, and good God, I would... You want to know the definition of fangasm? Reveal Digimon story, the next Digimon story in the PlayStation Showcase. That's me. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, obviously I'm keeping my expectations literally at the bottom of the bucket, under the bucket, and like 20 feet below it, basically. It's the thing is, people don't understand how hard it is really to, you know, not get your hopes up, but as long as I'm aware that, you know, literally none of these things are probably going to happen, I'll be fine. But, you know, whatever will happen, will happen. It's an hour long, they gotta fill the time somehow, and third party is included, so you have to at least be aware of possibilities, even if it's 0.00000, you get the point, 1%, but... But yeah, I don't think any of these things will happen. I'm not saying they're going to. Literally, this is a video where I'm saying what my hopes are, not what I think or want or am predicting or expecting to happen, but it's in order from most likely to least likely. Even though I didn't include Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I would probably include it somewhere in between Armored Core 6 and Persona 3 Remake, so somewhere in that range. I don't know where else Square Enix is going to show it. They are scheduled to be at Summer Game Fest as well, so that's another possibility, but it would probably make more sense for it to be at the PlayStation Showcase because it's an exclusive, and it did say exclusives, but, or at least most likely it's going to be exclusives, but, or at least, otherwise there's no reason for it to be called a PlayStation Showcase, but, I don't know if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be here. To have both Final Fantasy 16 and 7 Rebirth, though, good God. And if you throw in Final Fantasy 9 Remake, the hell. That's why I'm saying stuff like Final Fantasy 9 Remake is not going to happen, or Kingdom Hearts 4. But, Yeah, it's in order from most likely to least likely, with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth being between Armored Core 6 and Persona 3 Remake. But whatever will happen will happen. I'll be happy if other people are happy. If people want a Metal Gear Solid remake, I'm happy for you. If people want Silent Hill 2 remake, it's literally already been confirmed, but if they show more from it, I'm happy for you. If other people I'm happy for other people. That's the point that I'm trying to get across. And I have a Discord friend who does play the superhero game, so I'm sure he'll really like Spider-Man 2, so I'm happy for him. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day, but this is just what I personally am hoping for. Is it going to happen? Let's just assume no, cuz that's the smartest and the safest thing to do. So yeah, 1 hour. Good God, what are they doing? What are they thinking? The longest PlayStation showcase in quite a while, since maybe the first one when the PlayStation 5 first came out. But, you know, we'll see at the end of the day. But that's just my personal hopes for what will be there. Feel free to say in the comments what your hopes are, what your expectations are, what you're predicting. I'm not very good with predictions. I did kind of say some things that could potentially happen and are rumored to happen. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day, and hopefully it'll be a good show. Hopefully it'll have some things that I'll like. I mean, Stellar Blade, that's fine. I don't need to see Final Fantasy 16 anymore. But, if you release that demo early. Anyway, and then, of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then, I am keeping my eye on Stellar Blade and Armored Core 6, and then we'll see what happens when it comes to Persona 3 Remake and Persona 6 and Kingdom Hearts 4. These last two are definitely not going to happen. Yeah. So finally they're doing something. I was a little worried there because of this Microsoft Activision stuff, but, thank God they're doing it. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. And I'm sure it'll be good it'll be great for a lot of people, maybe not so great for some, like me. I'm sure there'll be a couple things I'll like, and, as long as people enjoy it, as long as it's a good show, I guess that's really all that matters at the end of the day. So that's all I got for you. I don't think I will be streaming it, because I'm not a reaction person. I might do some reaction, live voice reactions on Discord, but I won't be streaming that unless someone asks me to, I guess. But other than that, that's all I got for you. Might be streaming Near Replicant soon, although I might need to wait now until this happens in case I need to make another video, unless I tried to do it between now and next week, which I probably shouldn't. I don't know when I'm going to stream Near Replicant, because I am attempting, keyword attempting, to platinum for that game. So I'm not really sure where a good part to stream it is, because there is a lot of side quests you got to do for it, and material grinding, and that's just oh so great, I swear. That's just grade A streaming content, that kind of stuff. But other than that, we'll see what happens. Depending on how insane again it gets, you might see another video from me about what they showed. Other than that, that's all I got. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be a good show. That's really all that matters in the end. But that's my hopes for the PlayStation Showcase. Once again, Stellar Blade, I'm keeping my eye on it. Final Fantasy 16, I don't need to see it anymore, but, you could release that demo early. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Armored Core 6, I'm keeping my eye on that. Persona 3 Remake, Persona 6, probably unlikely. Kingdom Hearts 4, probably unlikely. Final Fantasy 9 Remake, definitely unlikely. And of course, Digimon, the next Digimon story, extremely unlikely. Bandai Namco will never do this. So yeah, that's my hopes for the PlayStation Showcase. Like I said, you can put your hopes and expectations or predictions in the comments. So until next time, that's all I got. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good show. At least it's not a rumor anymore, I guess. This is Mega Champ saying next time I'll be providing you with more unlimited guidance. So you're saying there's a Digimon chance? There's not. I'm just gonna go now. Bye!